which means it's time to get our Netflix and Hulu and streaming on, right? Erin Zimmerman, president of KC Women in Film and Television, is here to fill us in, fresh off the Golden Globes. Erin, did anything not get recognized that you really were expecting to get a nod?
Honestly, I was pleasantly surprised with the majority of the winners.
You were?
Yes. I was pleasantly surprised with Sterling Brown's win and Aziz Ansari's win and Marvelous Mrs. Maisel too. And Handmaid's Tale was the drama winner, and I was so happy because honestly there were a couple of I feel like they were kind of shoo-ins in that category. So you had Game of Thrones and you had season 2 of, why can't I think of the name of it?
Season 2 of, well, let me ask you about Handmaid's Tale, though.
Yes, please ask me about Handmaid's Tale.
That was gut-wrenching. Just finished season 1. A lot of us are just dying to know when season 2 comes out. Any word on when season 2 is out?
Not yet. But there are there's whispers of how the next season is going to be, and I can't wait. We were just talking about that before we started this segment.
She's pregnant.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I read the book again. Yes, it was one of those that I was supposed to read in high school, and I don't know if I did.
Best musical or comedy, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes.
That's your favorite. What is it that you love so much about that?
I love how strong the character is and how the main character, Mrs. Maisel, and how relatable she is. And she's a 1958 housewife turned stand-up comedian. And I just think it's an amazing show. It's upbeat, lighthearted, but also deals with some of the issues of today. You know, because they've always been issues. And so I honestly think it's a great one to watch with the family. There are a few iffy moments in the first episode that parents, you can watch first before having your kids watch with you. But other than that, oh my gosh, it's amazing and it's adorable. And I'm just so happy that it won for comedy musical.
When it comes to women in film and in television, which is your thing, how do you feel about the role that women have? We just talked about Handmaid's Tale, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, 2 strong female casts.
Yes.
When you looked at the award show overall, did you feel like there were enough? There was the Me Too movement, everyone wore black. Was there enough acknowledgement towards women in television and in film?
No. There never has been. They're working towards it. Obviously, the Me Too movement and the Time's Up movement started by women, acknowledged by women. It wasn't acknowledged much by men, but it's slow, but it's going somewhere. And so I'm really excited about that. The representation this year wasn't great. Still, this is going into movies, but there were no female directors on the list.
Natalie Portman made that clear.
Yes, and I was super happy about that, but not happy that she had to make that point. But I was very happy that people felt that they could speak this year. It wasn't just like rumblings. It's out now, and it's necessary. I mean, it's equal representation behind and in front of the camera. That's what everyone's looking for. And I'm excited because the trend going into 2018 for these TV shows and these short series are very female-driven casts. Now, if we can get more females behind the lens as well for different perspectives.
To be in charge of these productions.
Yes.
Tell us about The Crown, and I also want to hear your words on Master of None.
Yes, The Crown. So I finally watched it. I watched both seasons. I was sick, like you were, and so I watched both. It's a little slow, but it's very amazing because the outfits are amazing. I felt like the characters were the real life people. It's pretty close to historically accurate, you know, as you can get with a TV show, an entertainment TV show. So good, and I was honestly surprised. That was my second contender for Handmaid's Tale for best drama in my head, and so. Yeah.
And it still lived up to that.
Yes.
And
so I definitely recommend it. Oh, Master of None. I will always recommend that. I think they said that there's only going to be those 2 seasons, so you have plenty of time to watch it. But why not watch it now?
Real quick, what's it about for people who haven't been keeping up?
It's basically about Aziz Ansari's life. It's loosely based on his life and dating. And it just has a ton of different perspectives in it. He lets different people direct different episodes, and he also won Best Actor which was amazing.
Great.
Yes.
He was one of only 4 nominees. That was
people of color.
Anyone of color.
Yes.
Erin Zimmerman, thank you very much. Women in Film and Television in Kansas City. Great having you on.
Thank you.
If you do decide to venture out and maybe step away from the